Taylor and Tim Morrison said they came to believe security assistance was linked to investigations. But both witnesses based this belief entirely on what they heard from Ambassador Sondland before Ambassador Sondland spoke to the president. Neither Taylor nor Morrison ever spoke to the president about the matter. How did Ambassador Sondland come to believe that there was any connection between security assistance and investigations? Again, the House managers didn't tell you. Why not? In his public testimony, Ambassador Sondland used variations of the words assume, presume, guess, speculate, and belief over 30 times. Here are some examples.
That was my presumption, my personal presumption. That was my belief. That was my presumption, yeah. As I said, I presume that might have to be done in order to get the aid released. It was a presumption. I've been very clear as to when I was presuming, and I was presuming on the aid. It would be pure, guesswork on my part, speculation. I don't know. That was the problem, Mr. Goldman. No one told me directly that the aid was tied to anything. I was presuming it was.
Not once during their 21-hour presentation. 21 hours. More than 21 hours. And they couldn't give you the context to evaluate Ambassador Sondland. All the Democrats have to support the alleged link between security assistance and investigations is Ambassador Sondland's assumptions and presumptions. We remember this exchange.
Is it correct no one on this planet told you that Donald Trump was tying this aid to the investigations? Because if your answer is yes, then the chairman's wrong and the headline on CNN is wrong. No one on this planet told you that President Trump was tying aid to investigations. Yes or no?
Yes.
So, you really have no testimony today that ties President Trump to a scheme to withhold aid from Ukraine in exchange for these investigations.
Other than my own presumption.
When he was done presuming, assuming, and guessing, Ambassador Sondland finally decided to ask President Trump directly, what does the president want from Ukraine? Here's the answer.
President Trump, when I asked him the open-ended question, as I testified previously, what do you want from Ukraine? His answer was, I want nothing. I want no quid pro quo. Tell Zelensky to do the right thing. That's all I got from President Trump.
Your trove of documents is, now look at this new material we're learning tonight. Biden to them is completely innocent. You're not getting the billion unless you fire the prosecutor investigating Hunter. They mentioned that numerous times. He's innocent. Okay, I don't even think they believe that, to be honest. They call the accusations against him false over and over and over again. They've exonerated Joe and Hunter. They definitively say the Ukrainian prosecutors, named Shokin, that Biden forced out, he was the corrupt one, all while totally omitting Joe Biden's bragging and public comments about shaking them down. You fire the guy, you get the billion. You don't fire the guy, you don't get the billion. Got 6 hours, son of a bee. Take a look.
We're not going to give you the $1 billion. They said, you have no authority. You're not the president. The president said. I said, call him. I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting the $1 billion. I said, you're not getting the $1 billion. I'm going to be leaving here. And I think it was, 6 hours? I looked, I said, we're leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Oh, son of a got fired.
That's why it's like a scam impeachment. Very same prosecutor. Now, the prosecutor's investigating Hunter, Biden's son, zero experience Hunter. Remember, Hunter was getting paid millions and millions to serve on the board of a corrupt Ukrainian oil, gas, energy company. He had no relevant experience in Ukraine, oil, gas, whatsoever. None. So did the Democrats, did they bother to look into why zero experience Hunter was getting rich? Compliments of this shady Ukrainian company, all while his father was in charge of Ukraine policy for the Obama administration. Now, for the simplest explanation, let's just go to Hunter Biden himself, 49-year-old kid, the worst interview any 49-year-old has ever given, except maybe Alec Baldwin. Take a look.
You didn't have any extensive knowledge about natural gas or Ukraine itself, though. No, but I think that I had as much knowledge as anybody else that was on the board, if not more.
In the list that you gave me of the reasons why you're on that board, you did not list the fact that you were the son of the vice president.
Yeah, no.
What role do you think that played?
I think that it is impossible for me to be on any of the boards that I just mentioned without saying that I'm the son of the Vice President of the United States.
If your last name wasn't Biden, do you think you would have been asked to be on the board of Burisma?
I don't know. Probably not. I don't think that there's a lot of things that would have happened in my life that if my last name wasn't Biden.
The last name wasn't Biden, would you have gotten millions and millions? Probably not. Oh, so what company? You think of any company that would pay millions and millions of dollars to someone with zero experience? Answer. The only company that would pay millions and millions to somebody for zero experience is a company trying to corruptly buy influence. And in this case, that would be his father, the second highest ranking at the time elected official in America, Quid Pro Joe, bragging on tape, leveraging the billion. Fire the prosecutor, you don't get the $1 billion. Our dollars, by the way. And of course, we know there's zero experience at all there. Now, tonight,